Welcome back this morning.
It is a hard truth facing many retired Americans.
With inflation in our country hitting a 40-year high, some are finding themselves headed back into the workforce. This year, about 70 million Americans saw their Social Security and supplemental security income increase 5.9%. That represents the cost of living adjustment paid to retirees. But compare 5.9% to overall inflation right now, which is at 8.5% year over year in March.
King 5's Angelique Hockaday spoke with some people actually coming out of retirement, heading back into the workforce. Angelique, what has it been like for them?
Well, Jake and Mimi, I spoke to one woman who says she thought retirement was going to be heading to vacation, spending more time with family. Instead, she stays up at night. She's frustrated, concerned, worried about not being able to make ends meet. Suzanne Albright is a retired high school administrative assistant who says she thought she was doing all the right things.
I was doing fine. I had saved for 20 years for retirement.
But all the saving and planning didn't prepare her for the cost of goods and services going up 8.5% since this time last year.
I never thought at 73 I would be going through making these kinds of choices.
Choices like not driving, limiting presents for her grandkids, and buying generic, all just to pay the bills.
Signature select, and it's perfectly fine.
Let's do the math. Even with an $80 increase in Social Security from the cost of living adjustment, Suzanne takes home about $1,800, $1,100 from retirement, totaling $2,900 a month. Her rent alone is $2,330, leaving her with less than $600 a month.
The money's going to run out at this point because I've got to dip into it to the tune of about $700–800 a month.
That's forced Suzanne back into the classroom, proctoring AP exams. And she's not alone. As of March, the U.S. labor force participation rate for those 65 and older was 19.1%, up slightly from 18.8% last year, but down from 19.7% in 2020.
So we're seeing baby boomer generation participating more, delaying retirement.
Washington State labor economist Annalise Vance Sherman says it's hard to blame this trend entirely on inflation, with so many unknowns from the pandemic.
We're beginning to see people come back in. How much of that is because of inflation, and how much of that is because the uncertainty and threat of the pandemic has passed?
Now, if you're a retiree looking to get back into the game, there is some good news. I spoke to a staffing specialist here in Seattle. He says the job market is strong. His advice is to be selective and to start with something you enjoy doing. For now, reporting live here in Seattle, Angelique Hockaday, King 5 News.